Okay, today I have something a little interesting for you. I want to be showing you, maybe just to increase awareness for this type of playstyle. Excuse me. This game is played with 30 minutes of peacetime, which is obviously half as much as normal. It takes about 50 minutes to get a full base done, and that extra 10 minutes we play with really is getting your, is making units, I mean, making armor and weapons and stuff like that, for soldier production. But in 30 minutes, the gameplay, as you will see, is very different. You'll see everyone does something different here. Just about everyone does something different. Just because the game is played so little like this, not anybody really knows. Like, it hasn't been explored as much, so we don't really know what's the best method. Obviously, you can try to just avoid food altogether and completely, even using the market to trade all your food away for weapons. And that is just a complete all-out rush. Some players like to make pikemen. You can get about 15 pikes maybe in 30 minutes on the at best. Or the best I've seen is like 12 pikes in 30 minutes. And this strategy will enable you to just maybe stay in your base. If someone's selling their food, they have to go attack, so you can try to maybe position your pikemen in between your buildings. And the longer, if the rusher is smart, he'll be able to knock out your economy completely. We'll speed it up while I'm talking. But if the rusher's smart, he'll be able to knock out your economy instead of trying to attack your pikemen, because obviously militia aren't going to stand a chance against pikemen. But anyway, another thing we've been doing on TeamSpeak, just for fun, is everyone joins with different names, and we change our country flag as well, the language our game is running in. So it makes about as random as it can get. I can't remember everyone who played in this game, but I do remember that this is Sato playing location 5, his favorite location, and this is Lexus, his teammate, on location 1. Another thing is random locations with one teammate, so it can get some really tricky situations. You can see the next team is in a really bad spot. This is Bloodmaster playing on his least favorite location, location 2, and right in the middle of the map, probably the worst location you could possibly get in this kind of gameplay. And then also his teammate, don't remember who this was, but he's playing also in the middle of the map. So these guys are obviously not at an advantage at all here. These two guys having a nice position right next to each other. And then finally, again, a corner locations. Now what you really want is really, unless you're not planning on making iron, if you're going for militia rather, what you'd like is maybe a lot of starting trees really close nearby, and really close gold. So you can get that gold production up really fast, because ideally you'd rather only make one gold smelter, but you almost have to make two, and then double schools if you're going militia. Just because your gold is consumed so fast. And then having fish for these Russian locations is nice, because then you can throw down a fisherman, and then that'll keep you having at least some food. Farms usually is not ideal until maybe after peacetime is when you want to start building your farms, just because farms don't do you any good until they start producing corn, and then obviously, I mean, if you're making leather, then you gotta produce leather and or that corn and the pigs, and then that pig skins and the leather, and then leather and the armor. Can't be done in 30 minutes. I mean, it's not impossible, but you'll have maybe 2 bowmen or a couple lances. Obviously, pikemen are more ideal. If you have a teammate who can protect you, then going leather can work, I suppose. Already almost halfway through peacetime. Another thing to keep in mind is this game's playing on 2 times speed and then 1x after peacetime. So, players are, if you see them not doing a good job moving their builders around, that's why. We see an early iron mine, and already an iron smithy going up at 11 minutes. That's and here we see a market, so this guy is going to be rushing. Let me see, what's his first trade? Another thing, if you're doing rushing while you need that gold so fast, is you're making serfs too. I mean, you're just going through all your gold so fast and making recruits at 15 or 10 minutes into the, or, excuse me, 20 minutes into the game. What you really want is as few builders as possible. Even 15 might be too many. Okay, nothing being traded just yet. But over here you can see sausages to gold chests. This is probably the best location on the map for this, just because there's this little for rushing, because there's this little gold pile right here, and that's all you need. One gold pile. Maybe trade for a few extra gold chests, so you don't need that second metallurgist. And then you have quick iron as well from here to here, and then the coal. It's just perfect. Everything you need in just a small little area you can get done. Going for this gold mine might not be so useful in a 60-minute peacetime, obviously, but or excuse me, because that gold's gonna run out really fast. But and in addition, a lot of this coal doesn't belong to this player. But if both of these guys are rushing, obviously this coal here is not even going to be used. Especially by location 7. I really like what these guys are doing. It seems like it's a pretty nice. If you can get 40 axe fight or militia in 30 minutes, then you're pretty much unbeatable. Let's see if they can get that many. 2 farms. I don't agree with it. Lexus likes making farms in this. I think this is Lexus. Maybe it's not. I shouldn't say for sure, because I don't know for sure if it is him. But I'm pretty sure it is. I seem to remember Lexus being upset about Saddle being so far away, and it made him sad. Something interesting, I see these guys not making their inns, which is interesting. No inn. Might be able to cause some problems. Obviously, because nothing will work after the people get hungry. You know, instead of going the road down here for the iron, I think if you're doing this, just doing like a crazy game mode like this, just go down here for the iron. It's a little bit safer because it's further back in your base. And you only need 1 road instead of 2. Let's see. A couple of axe fighters. See, Sato does not have some barracks up yet. He will not have many pikes. Once the game starts, go back up here. Another farm. Lexus is really hoping for a late game, but when you're in a wide open location like this, and your teammate is on the other corner of the map, I don't know. I don't like your chances. That's all I'm saying. Well, I'll probably say more. See, bloody boy. Nice woodcutter placement. A little sarcasm here. This guy's he's not even doing anything. And a farm too. Interesting. Just trying to keep the builders preoccupied. Although, even though they're digging the field, if they get hungry... Well, I guess he doesn't have an inn anyway, so I guess he's just being funny. He's got nothing to do anyway. 12 builders. Probably too much. I don't know. Hard to say. Hard to say how many is it perfect. Although his recruit count is really nice. Really nicely balanced. 5 quarries really not needed? Is he trading stone? I don't get it. They're all working even at the moment. That's really strange. Well, one is hungry. Ah, that's why they're hungry. Okay, we'll pause it. Let's see. 20 axe, or excuse me, militia, and then 40. Oh, wow, very nice. I say pretty much unbeatable, but maybe I'm wrong. Still, 40 militia. Pretty nice. Let's see, 8 pikemen and 2 militia. Pretty good army. If that's possible. Or excuse me, the 10 is obviously not the limit. And saddle only going crossbowmen is probably not good until you can get about 10 pikemen, and then you can start adding in the crossbowmen, because you really need something to block the militia from hitting you. Not enough recruits either. I don't know what's going on with this road. Oh my goodness, it looks so strange, just these long roads. Wow, I'm surprised he's got, what, 20 builders? Yeah, 21 builders, that's why. Really strange seeing that, but anyway. 9 militia, 17 militia here. A couple of sword fighters. Sword fighters are no good. Nah, make pikemen. 2 sword fighters or 3 pikemen. 5 sword fighters or 9 pikemen. You know, it's obviously the pikes are really. I mean, the sword fighter has a little bit more attack. That's the only thing he has going for him. Otherwise, militia are just going to chop through him anyway. And if you have 2 pikemen, that's a lot more attack than 1 sword fighter. I think I checked everyone. I'm kind of going. Excuse me. Kind of going through this haphazardly. Obviously, the interesting players to watch are these guys. See what they'll do. Slow the game down a little because there's so much going on. Check out this guy's fog. Attacking Sato right away. He's gonna have to retreat though, because I see these militia here. They're now attacking him. Much to his delight, he doesn't even have an army to take out now. And even though this army's gonna, well, these pikemen can kill these militia, but they're gonna knock this player out of the game. But Sato is alive for now. Nice idea putting a tower in front of your barracks. It's also nice to have a tower in front of your weapon production, otherwise your barracks isn't really doing a whole lot of good being protected anyway. Really, this is exactly where you want to catch the enemy. And he's even got a crossbowman. It's perfect. Down here again, another fight. That's not where you want to catch the militia. I don't even know if he's lost any pikemen here yet. He'll lose this one for sure. But that might be the only one he loses. Okay, maybe he'll lose more. Yeah, he's worried about something, I guess. Get rid of them. Lexus is being killed by this Afghanistan or whatever. See this one pikeman just heroically fighting off 3 militia. He got killed on the last one though. If you're wondering why Bloodmaster deleted his quarries, long story short, it was causing a bug and he had to delete them, otherwise the game would have kept crashing. So unfortunately he's kind of a victim of a bug. So he can't get stones to his buildings, which is kind of unfortunate. Bloodmaster does have the army needed to defeat this, but yeah, he needs to catch it in the right spot. Here obviously would be good, and in between buildings is always nice. But he's gonna see this in a moment. Just getting his sword fighters caught in the worst way to fight the militia. Yeah, now it's too late. His army's not here to catch these militia. Sato staying alive. I say again, I really think he should be making pikemen instead. He is making axes though, which is nice. Again, getting caught in a bad position. Bloodmaster is obviously out, along with Lexus, who is trying to rebuild. Towers going up in the back. Just trying to build everywhere. I don't know if Pink has trained any soldiers. I can't remember seeing any. Crossbowmen do make very nice short work with militia. He's one-shotting him with these three crossbowmen here, which is pretty nice. And then his obviously his people here are doing a good job of blocking them. Here, the red is defeated yellow. Black sending in reinforcements. He's still producing even without it in. Slowly but or small but significant amounts of soldiers still being sent over to Sato's base. If Sato can hold this off, he will be able to win the game. Because obviously he'll be producing more with his, even with his damaged economy. At least he has one that's still that can recover. If only he had one pikeman. But here, that's kind of the nail on the coffin. He can just sit back and kill all Sato serfs now. And then with red, who is nowhere to be seen at the moment. Sorry for moving the camera around so much, trying to find this guy supposed to do this. Trying to figure out where he is. Into battle! And there you have it. I can see the clock winding down. It is GG. Anyway, so there you go. Sato must have resigned at that point. And Pink, obviously, knowing his doom, game ended there. Or actually, I think that's just when I stopped watching, because I spectated this game. I think that's when I stopped watching is what it was. But either way, oh, I had to go to work. That's what it was. I remember now. I had to go to work. Right? So I left a little shortly. But you get an idea. That's kind of how this game mode goes. Yeah, obviously, 40 militia had this mark here. And with his ally also having half as many, but also having an army there. 60 militia is able to kill 10 pikemen even really easily. But they had to go through a lot of different players. Sato was fortunate to be only have to fight one of them. I don't know. But anyway, interesting little game mode. Alright, thanks for watching.